The three kinds of prophets. Question: how many kinds of divine prophets are there? Answer: there are three kinds of divine prophets. One kind are the universal manifestations, which are even as the sun. Through their advent, the world of existence is renewed. A new cycle is inaugurated. A new religion is revealed. Souls are quickened to a new life, and east and west are flooded with light. These souls are the universal manifestations of God, and have been sent forth to the entire world and the generality of mankind. Another kind of prophets are followers and promulgators, not leaders and lawgivers, but they are nonetheless the recipients of the hidden inspiration of God. Yet another kind are prophets, whose prophethood has been limited to a particular locality. But the universal manifestations are all-encompassing. They are like the root, and all others are as the branches. They are like the sun, and all others are as the moon and the stars. Two kinds of prophecy. Question: in the books of the prophets there are tidings of the future. That is, certain events and incidents have been explicitly or implicitly announced, and unseen matters foretold, which in this day are witnessed to have come true in their entirety. How were these events of the present day foreseen in the past? Answer: the prophets of God draw upon both His boundless universal grace and His particular grace, that is, upon divine revelation and inspiration. They foretell certain events through revelation and inspiration, which are the heavenly splendours, the intimations of the heart, and the scattering rays of the light of the day star of truth. This grace is like the resplendent rays of the sun, and the hearts of the prophets are even as mirrors. Thus they affirm that their words have proceeded from revelation and inspiration. The second kind of discovery is due to the fact that the prophets are able physicians and informed of the mysteries of the universe. They have their finger on the pulse of the world, and they diagnose and foresee the ailments and illnesses which are to come. It is from the appearance, signs and conditions of the universe itself that they infer these mysteries. Thus, when an able physician notes certain signs and symptoms in the body of a patient, he diagnoses future ailments, illnesses and conditions. This proceeds from his knowledge, skill and power of inference. But the tidings of the prophets are all founded upon the scattering rays of the light of truth, and proceed from pure inspiration and revelation. For past, present and future apply only to the world of creation, not to the world of God. In the realm of truth, past, present and future are one and the same. The beginning is even as the end, and the end even as the beginning. For in the eternal and everlasting realm of God, time holds no sway, and no distinction can be made between past and future, as past and future are contrary to that which has neither beginning nor end. In a realm that has no beginning and no end, how can past, present and future even be imagined? Observe that even in an outward sense, time has no sway in the world of the intellect, even though it holds sway in the mind of an intelligent person. For the power of the mind has ever apprehended and encompassed all things, and will forever continue to do so. Consider, for example, the sun itself. It knows neither morning nor noon nor evening. All times are one. All moments are the same. But on account of the rising and setting of the sun, the inhabitants of the earth see mornings and evenings, and reckon the days and nights. Thus all these times are one in the sun, and all these days are identical and indistinguishable. Likewise, in the realm of truth, past, present, and future are the same, and future events are even as past and present occurrences. From the perspective of that realm, all events and incidents take place in the present, and are witnessed by the prophets and the chosen ones. And so it is that the prophets herald events that will transpire 2,000 or 3,000 years hence, for they abide in the realm of truth, wherein the mysteries of the universe are revealed and laid bare. Infer from this statement the truth of the spiritual discoveries of the holy ones, and reflect and ponder thereon. The matter is indeed clear and manifest. The meaning of speaking in tongues. Question: what is meant by the apostles speaking in tongues? Answer: the meaning is that the apostles taught in a spiritual tongue, a tongue that embraces all tongues, for the word of the kingdom comprises spiritual meanings and divine mysteries, and whoso attains to this word will find the realities and mysteries of creation to be clear and evident. The divine inner meanings are the all-encompassing reality of all tongues. Therefore, the Holy Spirit endowed the apostles with the tongue of the kingdom, and they spoke with all peoples as if in their own tongue. That is, whenever they conversed with a person of any faith or nation, it was as though they were speaking in his own tongue. Were it otherwise, there are at present more than 1,000 known languages, and it would be fair to expect that the apostles would have written at least one gospel in the language of one of the other nations. It is, however, well established that the gospel was written only in Hebrew and in Greek. No gospel was ever written in Latin, though that was at the time the official language of the land. Yet, as the apostles were not proficient in Latin, no gospel was written in that language. The meaning of mysteries. Question: what is meant by mysteries in the blessed tablets? Answer: by mysteries is meant such matters and questions as are remote and hidden from the minds and understanding of the people, which can later be grasped by fair-minded souls, if a perfect individual unravels and explains them. Thus, the reality of the advent of Christ was one of God's mysteries in the Mosaic dispensation, which was later disclosed and witnessed through the manifestation of Christ.